Hey, this is B-Web here, aka Corazon, and I'm sitting in front of about 2,000 balloons. You might be wondering why, and the reason is I'm having a balloon party. So I'm just going to quickly walk you through a bit of the setup that I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be taking these balloons and I'm going to be filling them up with an air compressor that I have outside over there. And afterwards, we're going to be putting all the balloons in the room that is mine. Balloon party! Balloon
party! This amount of balloons had never actually been blown up before. A large number of 2,000, and no one knew how long it would really take. Alongside helping Brian Hart was Nick Charlembois. Nick brought his air compressor to speed things up, but even with the air compressor running all day, it was a slow process. The challenge was daunting to finish, even though they had started blowing up the balloons on Thursday, 2 days before the party. Once it became too late to use the air compressor, they both had to resort to lung power and hot air, which was a very exhausting task. Despite the challenges to finish, the two worked relentlessly day and night, blowing up as many balloons as possible, thus preparing for an epic party. Besides inflating 2,000 balloons, there were still 2 other critical steps required. In order to complete them, Drew Lewis was called to arms.
Alright, so Drew's gotten home. Yeah. And I'll say something about Drew in this whole operation. He's a big centerpiece. Like, you have ideas and you know what you want to do. Yes. And Drew is like right in the middle of it, conducting everything, like, and making sure that every idea is like the best for the event. So
making sure that it's possible.
Yeah.
I mean, you can come up with some pretty crazy ideas. And don't get me wrong, I love the crazy, but I make the crazy happen. Right now we're just making the drapes because otherwise the balloons will just fly all over the place. See, you can just walk right through them like that. But they're heavy. See how they come right back? There's a lot of weight to those things there. This is gonna work. This is gonna happen. Yeah!
After an interminable day of work, things were starting to come together. As of yet, they hadn't run into any problems, and an end to the balloon blowing madness was in sight. That's until Hart arose on day 2 of the setup to find for the first time things were beginning to fall apart.
Hey guys, I just woke up. It's day 2 of setup. Pretty tired right now. I passed out last night. I think some people are still setting up and blowing balloons up. So we made a bit of progress, but there's still a lot to do, and we're running into some small problems. You can see that the drapes here falling off. I guess I don't know if it was the duct tape I bought was pretty cheap, or if they're just too heavy, we didn't use enough. But you know, we're gonna have to think of something that's gonna keep those up there, because we can't have that falling off during the party. But as you can see, the balloon room's looking great. Just balloons everywhere. Hundreds of them. I have no idea how many, man, but we got tons more to blow up, and this room is gonna be jam-packed. So I'm gonna eat some breakfast, have a shower, and I'm gonna be back on the setup and see what we can do with this.
The rest of the day was spent filling the room with more balloons, but by nightfall it became obvious more help was needed.
It's a bit past 1 o'clock in the morning, so it's now Saturday. It's the day of the party. There's a bit of setup left to do.
Good times.
A little bit of setup.
Good times. Basically, we haven't really cleaned anything in this room. We got most of the balloons, and the balloon room is looking fantastic, but we still got to set up the drapes in there. We got to tidy everything here, get everything set up. We got to buy some beer cups. We got to get the kegs in. We got to get like paper plates.
A project this size was simply too much for only 3 people. As of yet, no one could be persuaded into joining the good fight. It seemed that everyone had backed down the minute that they heard they were the ones who would be doing the blowing. But then all of a sudden, the answer became obvious. If you buy it, they will come.
As you can see, many balloons. About 3:30 on party day. Kegs have just arrived, and they are now going to be tapped.
Alright, now I haven't done this before actually, but I don't think it's too complicated, so I think I should be able to figure it out.
If drunk people can do it, then we can do it. Because you will have to do it when you're drunk, so.
Easy enough so far. Oh, there we go. That's it.
And she's done.
We got keg, alright.
Give her the flow test.
Yep.
And we are good. How does it taste, Brian? You just took that keg's virginity. Wow, good stamina, Hart. I'm impressed. Talking about drinking, but I guess for you, 3 thrusts is good stamina. Eh?
So it's party day. It's a couple hours before people are gonna start arriving. Tap the keg. We got the generator going full blast. We now got a team of people working on things. Anyways, Drew's out fixing the drapes with the curtains, and the rest of us are blowing up balloons. We're pretty much down to the last of the balloons. And after these balloons are taken care of, I'm gonna have a shower and get into my outfit that I've been planning, and so we're gonna keep at it. Thanks for all the help, guys.